Hygiene and healthy habits for teens. This module is intended for high school learners. It contains 3 lessons: hand washing, personal hygiene, healthy habits to help immunity. Lesson 1. Hand washing. Content overview. In this lesson, you will learn that microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses are microscopic organisms that exist everywhere. They can easily transfer from objects and surfaces to people, or from one person to another. Microorganisms can cause illness, so it is important to prevent their spread. One way to protect yourself and others from getting sick is by proper hand washing. Objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the importance of hand washing in preventing the spread of disease. List critical times when hand washing is needed. Demonstrate proper hand washing techniques. Microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses are microscopic organisms that exist everywhere. They cannot be seen with the naked eye, but can easily transfer from objects and surfaces to people, or from one person to another. When the microorganisms come into contact with your eyes, nose, or mouth, they can enter your body, and this may result in you feeling sick. When you see a person who is sneezing, coughing, or has a runny nose, or when a person has a fever and rashes on their skin, it means that microorganisms have invaded their body. Try this activity. Try placing baby powder on your hands and pretend that the little white particles are microorganisms. Next, try touching a surface, like your shirt or a chair. As you can see, the powder spreads easily. Lastly, try to shake your hands. Does the powder come off? Just like the powder, microorganisms spread easily. They can go from your hand to a surface, or from a surface to your body. They can transfer from one person to another. They can even transfer from your hands to your food and drinks. Merely wiping or shaking your hands will not help to get rid of them. Hand washing is one of the best ways to get rid of these microorganisms. Soap can kill these microorganisms, so washing your hands properly can help prevent the spread of microorganisms that cause people to get sick. When, and how often, should you wash your hands? These are the times we need to remember to wash our hands. Before, during, and after preparing food. Before eating food. After coughing or sneezing. Before and after caring for a sick person. After using the toilet. After touching money. After touching animals or animal waste. After touching garbage or dirty dishes. Can you think of other situations when hand washing is important? List it down in a separate sheet of paper. Proper hand washing procedure. Putting soap, rubbing our hands together and rinsing off the soap does not ensure that all the microorganisms will be washed away. There is a proper way to wash your hands. First, apply soap and create a thick lather for about 20 seconds. Next, rub your palms together while intertwining your fingers. Then, rub the backs of your fingers and fingertips against the opposite palm. Do the same with the other hand. Afterwards, grasp one thumb and rub with a rotating motion. Do the same with the other thumb. Follow that with rubbing one palm against the back of the other palm, and vice versa. Lastly, rinse your hands with running water. It is better to air dry our hands than use cloth towels. Microorganisms can also exist on cloth towels, so if we use a cloth towel, those microorganisms will just transfer back to our hands. What if you are not able to immediately wash your hands with soap and water? What can you do to minimize the microorganisms on your hands? Use a hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol to kill microorganisms. By looking at the product label, you will see how much alcohol the product contains. But remember, sanitizers cannot remove all types of microorganisms and is not as effective as soap and water, especially if your hands are visibly dirty or soiled. How to apply hand sanitizer. Apply the product to the palm of one hand. Rub your hands together. Rub the products all over the surface of your hands and fingers until your skin feels dry. This should take about 20 seconds. Remember, hand washing is one of the best measures to protect yourself and others from getting sick because it prevents the spread of microorganisms and reduces the risk of getting other communicable infections. Be responsible for your health by regularly practicing good hygiene. Lesson 2. Personal hygiene. Content overview. In this lesson, your child will learn that personal hygiene is important in maintaining one's health and preventing the spread of diseases. Personal hygiene practices include hand washing, bathing regularly, washing scalp and hair, brushing teeth, cutting fingernails, and wearing clean clothes. Objectives. By the end of this lesson, your child should be able to describe the importance of personal hygiene. Explain what acceptable and poor personal hygiene practices are. Demonstrate personal hygiene practices. What do you think when you hear the words personal hygiene? Personal hygiene refers to practices that you can do to take care of your own health, by keeping your body clean and your surroundings sanitized. The word sanitized means free from microorganisms. Maintaining good hygiene is even more important during puberty and adolescence because of the increased hormonal activity and bodily changes that occur during this period. Bathing every day and wearing clean clothes are both important hygiene practices, especially since adolescents are prone to body odor due to the hormonal changes that begin in puberty. Excessive sweating can cause body odor when sweat combines with bacteria on your skin. While deodorants and antiperspirants can reduce the smell, it is still better to take a bath every day to get rid of odor-causing bacteria. Taking a bath is especially important for girls who are menstruating. Some believe in the myth that bathing during your menstruation is bad, but that is not true. Bathing can help you to be comfortable during your monthly period. You should replace your sanitary pads as often as needed, or at least every 3 to 5 hours. Wearing dirty clothes after bathing just exposes you again to the presence of bacteria that may be multiplying on your dirty or sweaty clothes. Make sure to wear clean clothes and underwear after every bath. What are the things you need to remember when you take a bath? Use soap and water. Soap your armpits, genitals, and feet thoroughly. Use a clean towel to dry your body. And avoid sharing soap and towels. Care for your scalp and hair. Washing your scalp and hair is also an important personal hygiene practice. If you look closely at your hair and scalp, you will see glands on the surface of your scalp. Oil comes out of these glands, and if you mix oil, dust, and sweat, these can result in your hair becoming greasy, making it another place where germs and bacteria may multiply. To properly wash your hair and scalp, you should wet your hair thoroughly. Use just the right amount of shampoo. Massage your scalp well to remove dead skin cells, excess oil, and dirt. Rinse until you don't see any more bubbles or soap suds in your hair. Dry your hair and head with a clean towel. Also, it's important not to share towels, combs, or brushes. Do you know why? You should not share towels, combs, brushes, or even hair accessories to avoid the spread of head lice or nits. Lice are small, wingless insects that live on the scalp and suck off human blood. If a person with lice uses your brush, for instance, the lice might transfer to your brush, and it might transfer to your head the next time you use your brush. If your head is always itchy, it may mean that you have head lice. You should ask an adult to look carefully at the strands of your hair to look for nits, lice eggs. Nits do not come off by mere brushing. You will need a special kind of shampoo to get rid of it. Another important personal hygiene practice is brushing your teeth. Why is it important to brush your teeth? When we chew food, some of it gets stuck to our teeth and gums, while some of it gets stuck in the spaces between our teeth. There is a sticky film that builds up on the surface of our teeth called plaque, and it has a lot of bacteria. The bacteria in plaque produce acids that can damage the outer layer of your teeth, causing cavities and tooth decay. The best way to prevent tooth decay is to brush your teeth with toothpaste that contains fluoride. Here is the proper way to brush your teeth. Squeeze a pea-sized amount of toothpaste onto the toothbrush. Brush all teeth, especially the molars in the back, for at least 2 minutes. Spit the toothpaste out, but do not rinse your mouth. Wipe your mouth using hands with some water. Rinse your toothbrush with clean water. Did you know that you are not supposed to rinse your mouth out with water after brushing your teeth? This is so that the fluoride in the toothpaste will remain on your teeth to protect them against plaque. Cutting your fingernails is another important hygiene practice. If your fingernails are long, dirt and bacteria can get trapped under your fingernails. You should be cutting your nails short enough, following the shape of the nail, but not so short that you cut too close to the skin underneath. Keeping nails trimmed is important to maintaining your health. As we said earlier, wearing clean clothes is an important hygiene practice. Dirty clothes carry dirt and sweat, and of course, microorganisms. Body odor can also result from wearing dirty clothes. You must make sure that your clothes are washed after every use to remove the dirt, sweat, and microorganisms stuck to them. Underwear, like undershirts, boxer shorts, panties, and briefs, are right next to our skin, so they collect sweat, dead skin cells, and body fluids. These clothes must be washed after every use to prevent bacteria from multiplying on them. Remember, personal hygiene is important because it affects your health and well-being, as well as the health of those around you. Be responsible for your health by regularly practicing good hygiene.
Lesson 3. Healthy habits to help immunity. Content overview. In this lesson, you will learn that a strong immune system defends the body against the millions of microorganisms it is exposed to every day, offering protection against a range of illnesses, from the common cold to chronic disease. Along with keeping good hygiene, habits that support one's immune system are as follows: choose nutritious and varied food. Manage portions. Choose to drink water and milk. Enjoy meals together. Play actively. Care for the planet. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand the nature and importance of the immune system. Explain the role of healthy habits in building up one's resistance and preventing communicable diseases. Practice healthy habits to support normal immunity and prevent the spread of communicable diseases. In this lesson, we will learn to choose nutritious and varied options. Manage portions. Choose to drink water and milk. Keep good hygiene. Play actively. Enjoy meals together. Care for the planet. Let's read and learn. Have you heard of the words immune system? We also use the terms immunity or Resistenschaft. Does anyone know what these terms mean? The immune system refers to the cells, tissues, and organs of our body that work together to protect the body against infection. Remember, our body is constantly exposed to millions of microorganisms. If bad microorganisms enter or attack our body, our immune system is supposed to send cells to find the bad microorganisms and kill them. If our immune system is strong and functioning properly, then it can defend itself against the microorganisms that cause sickness. But if our immune system is weak, it may lose against bad microorganisms. White blood cells. White blood cells are an important part of the immune system. They circulate throughout the body, looking for foreign bodies like bacteria, viruses, and parasites. White blood cells include neutrophils. Neutrophils circulate throughout the body to look for foreign substances. Eosinophils. Eosinophils protect the body from parasitic infections. Basophils. Basophils respond during allergic reactions. Monocytes. Monocytes ingest invading microorganisms. Lymphocytes. Lymphocytes help the body remember the microorganisms and destroy them. Some types of lymphocytes are as follows: B cells. B cells is a type of lymphocyte that produces antibodies, a protein molecule that helps to fight off antigens. T cells. T cells is a type of lymphocyte that helps get rid of infected cells and cells that are different from normal body cells, such as cancer cells. The immune system. Antigens are toxins that trigger the body's immune response. They may come from substances produced by invading viruses or bacteria, or from the environment like chemicals or allergens. When the body does get sick because of the presence of antigens, the immune system gets rid of them and remembers how to combat the infection by producing protein molecules called antibodies. As these antibodies circulate, they attack antigens that trigger the immune response by binding to them, facilitating their destruction. In the previous lessons, we learned to keep good hygiene. This lesson talks about other healthy habits that can help support our immune system. The immune system is always working to get rid of any infection. You can help your immune system do its job by practicing the healthy habits. These healthy habits strengthen your immune system so that it can resist or fight off infections. Let's look at the first habit that strengthens your immune system. Choose nutritious and varied options. It is important to eat a nutritious and balanced diet that is rich in protein, fruits, vegetables, dairy, and whole grains. Choosing nutritious and varied options allows us to get the different nutrients that our bodies need for a strong immune system. Vitamin A. Vitamin A is an important vitamin that nourishes the skin and tissues in the mouth, stomach, and intestines. When the skin and tissues in the mouth, stomach, and intestines are intact and healthy, they act as a barrier against infection. Vitamin A is found in yellow and orange vegetables like squash and carrots. It can also be found in fruits like papayas, melons, and mangoes. You can also find vitamin A in sweet potatoes, organ meats like liver, and fortified milk. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is another important vitamin that supports the normal function of the immune system. It is found in yellow and orange fruits like papayas, pineapples, mangoes, and oranges. Dark leafy vegetables like malunggay and kangkong are also rich in vitamin C, along with fortified milk and choco malt milk drink. Vitamin D. Vitamin D contributes to maintenance of normal bones and muscles and normal absorption of calcium. You can find vitamin D in fortified milk and choco malt milk drinks, cheese, eggs and fish like salmon, tuna, or sardines. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 also helps in producing the cells that fight microorganisms. Vitamin B6 can be found in potatoes, bananas, fish, eggs, chicken and organ meats like liver. We can also get this vitamin from nuts and beans, whole grain cereals, fortified milk, and choco malt milk drink. Zinc. Zinc is another nutrient that supports normal growth and normal function of the immune system. Zinc also helps in wound healing. It is found in protein-rich food like fish, eggs, chicken, red meat, shellfish and fortified milk. Iron. Iron helps in forming substances that kill bacteria and inactivate invading microorganisms. Iron is found in meat, poultry, fish, beans, and green leafy vegetables, as well as fortified milk and choco malt milk drink. Last but not the least is folate. Folate is another nutrient that helps our immune system respond to microorganisms. It is found in dark green leafy vegetables. It is also found in nuts, beans, whole grain cereals and citrus fruits, such as orange. Our immune system needs a lot of different vitamins and minerals, and we can only get the vitamins and minerals we need if we choose nutritious and varied options for food. If we eat the same thing every day, we are preventing our bodies from getting all the nutrients it needs to help maintain our immune system. Let's talk about the second healthy habit that helps support our immune system. First is, manage portions. This is Pingang Pinoy. It is an easy-to-understand food guide that reminds us what our meals should look like every day. A nutritious meal consists of go, grow, and glow food which should be eaten with a glass of water and/or a nutritious beverage like fortified milk. Following Pingang Pinoy helps to strengthen our immunity. Pingang Pinoy reminds us that half of the plate should have fruits and vegetables, with more vegetables than fruits. The other half is for grains and protein sources, with more grains than protein. Having the correct portion sizes in every meal ensures that we get the vitamins and minerals needed to strengthen immunity and prevent infection. Which brings us to our next healthy habit. Choose to drink water and milk. Water is an important component of lymph, a fluid part of the immune system. Fortified milk has calcium and vitamin D for normal bones and teeth. It also has nutrients like iron, zinc, and vitamin C that may contribute to the normal function of the immune system. Lack of water leads to dehydration, with the following signs and symptoms: thirst, fatigue, discomfort, dizziness, weakness, and loss of appetite. Another important healthy habit is to play actively. Children need to regularly get 30 to 60 minutes of physical activity. Doing so strengthens the body, making it more capable of fighting against infections. Doing moderate to average intensity physical activities, like brisk walking, jogging or skipping rope, also strengthens the immune system. These kinds of activities temporarily improve blood circulation, which means increased circulation of the cells that fight infection. Physical activity does not just refer to sports and exercises. Physical activity also includes the things you do to get your body moving, like doing household chores or going for a walk with your family. Another important habit for staying healthy is to enjoy meals together. Studies show that children who always eat meals with their families are more likely to eat fruits, vegetables, and milk, which are all rich in vitamins and minerals. In other words, eating with the family encourages healthier eating habits which help build stronger resistance. The last habit we will discuss has to do with our environment. Care for the planet. We do our best to keep our bodies clean and our immune system strong so that we can avoid getting sick, but another important thing to remember is that we should keep our surroundings clean. If we make sure that our surroundings are clean, then we minimize the presence of disease-causing microorganisms that may cause sickness. We can keep our surroundings clean by not littering, and making sure that trash is safely collected, stored, and disposed. We can also make sure that we regularly clean household surfaces like tabletops, kitchen sinks and bathroom surfaces with soap and water, to prevent microorganisms from multiplying. Which of the 7 habits do you need to start practicing today? Choose nutritious and varied options. Manage portions. Choose to drink water and milk. Keep good hygiene. Play actively. Enjoy meals together. Or care for the planet. Assess yourself. And start these healthy habits.